and
Teal.
You know what it is, man. You're locked into Third and Teal, where they keep it real. And if you don't know, you're going to learn today. Third and Teal, baby, and I'm out. Let's go.
Wow. If you'd have told me last time we recorded that we would be up roughly 100 subs and have close to 200,000 views in the last week, I'd have told you you're fucking crazy. I knew it was possible, but just, without us having much success on the field at the end of the season, and then not, Travis Hunter, big deal. Everybody wants to see that guy, right? But what a crazy. Thanks to everybody who's been coming out and watching our shorts, watching our videos, subscribing. Really does mean a lot. Make sure to, if you like the AFC South in general, follow this AFC South show, sub to them on YouTube. The Curtis Podcast Network. Sub to the other channels if you want to, I guess, and you like seeing terrible people talk about terrible teams. I guess you can sub to them too, but you don't have to. 11-6, gravy back in the schedule. Hey, Robert. Come on now. I know you're seeing how much we're growing, Robert. I know you keep a tab on us, but man,
Robert, I know you're watching, man.
Robert,
yes, sir.
You know what, Robert, being that you are number one fan, basically, you know what I'm gonna do, Robert? I'm gonna send you a t-shirt. Okay. How about that, Robert? So when they're ready, throw me your address and I'll make sure you get one. How about that?
Hell
fella?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
first of all,
schedule released.
I gotta address. I don't think we can just quickly touch on the growth, man. This has been it's not just growth that you typically see. I want to give you guys some numbers for our regular viewership and to show appreciation to the new people here that have really put the time in. And you're not only just watching, but you're reacting, you're interacting. So one short, we've got 55,000 views. 519 likes. Okay. Not only do we have 519 likes, but it has an absolute ass load of comments. 31 on that one. We got another video that's got 87 comments, 55,000+ views, 517 likes. 129.9 thousand views over the last month, 336 watch hours. We are close to 100 subscribers up in the past 7 days, and at this current time it's 6 days. I just want to say thank you guys. I can't tell you guys how much this means to us, man. We do this for the love of the game, obviously, for the sport, the team, but this stuff is awesome. To see these numbers is just there's no words for it, man. It's awesome. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time we got swept by the Titans?
Word said.
Y'all got swept by Mac Jones. Who are you talking about, bro? Don't make us bring Mac back just for those 2 games.
Bro, no way you're coming in here to talk about getting swept. No way, bro.
Shoot, Nick Mullins.
And you know what? All those views, the reason we got all those views is because our team is actually worth watching. You got a quarterback now. What else did you solve? Absolutely nothing. That team is still poverty. Terrible. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But hey, actually though, for everybody that is watching, if you're new here, if you're not new here, if you're watching this later, go check out the Titans Table for Two. Check out that Real Texans team and check out the Unstable podcast. They're the sister channels to our Third and Teal here. Check them out, man. Even though we're all obviously Jaguars fans because we have common sense and a brain. But it's still interesting to keep tabs on what the team and the conference are doing, know what's going on around us,
Good point, Trevor. Very good point.
Hey, Worm, we love you. That's perfect. Shout out, Worm.
Also shout out to this AFC South show. That's our big channel.
Oh yeah.
So make sure y'all hang out there as well.
Well, it ain't so big anymore.
Creeping up.
Okay. Hey, that's a good thing.
2021. Man, get out of here with that 2021 bullshit, man. Anybody hearing all that? You hating. It's all love. You're right, man. You're right. It is all love. We love you guys, man. Even though we hate your team. Your team's ass, but we love you guys.
Yeah.
The team is beyond ass.
Straight doo-doo caca. But let's go ahead and start this off, man, because there's some shit we got to get into. We ain't put this up in a while. Can you put the banner up, please?
Miss me with that.
Brother, we got over 100 comments, and
Yes.
I'd say a solid 25 to 30% of them are straight bullshit. Just a lack of actual football IQ. Okay, let me explain something to everybody that's watching. For the clips that we put up, that is rookie minicamp. Okay,
Thank
the
you.
rookie minicamp clips, which means not only is it rookies catching the ball, that means it's rookies throwing the ball or practice squads. Okay. And you got to understand something. The routes that you're seeing Travis Hunter running those, he's already ran them 150 fucking times. And I can tell you right now, watching it personally, if he messed a route up, he went right back to the front of the line. Instantly wanted to be the first one back in line so he could run the route again and do it to perfection. But no, one thing that also needs to be understood, and I do understand that there are a lot of people that just don't understand like how the practice translates to what's going to be on the field. And I understand that there's a lot of old head knowledge that's just like you practice how you play, which is true. As a team, you do practice how you play. But if you're doing individual routes, you're running 100 of them a fucking day, there's going to be a couple of them where you're just running through it, man. You don't really care that much, X, Y, Z. So short story there is, that is not game speed. It's not.
Thank you.
But I also have to say, anybody who thought he was running those routes extra slow, I think that's just the camera being really steady because bro was moving. I saw it in person. 100%. He was moving. Now, another thing. Catching it, he caught one with his chest right here. He used his body to bring it in. That is almost the definition of what a possession catch is, where he caught the ball, it would be in the middle of the field. So he's thinking you got a safety bearing down on him over the middle of the field. You're going to bring that in and try to secure the ball, because as soon as you take that ball, you're going to take a shot. As soon as you take that ball.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, another thing to consider, he didn't fucking drop it. So who cares? If he starts having drop issues, then we'll do something. Then we'll say something about it. You know what I mean? Gabe Davis. I don't want to be a hypocrite. There's going to be people on here that'll say, oh, well, you gave Gabe Davis so much shit last year for catching with his chest. Yeah, that's because he let it bounce off his fucking chest plate. He didn't catch it. So that's the bullshit I got right now, to be honest with you.
Something else with that, though, real quick, is that I think there's tape on Gabe Davis doing that shit consistently. There's no tape on Travis Hunter catching every single football he catches with his body.
No, there's not.
That's the difference. It'd be different if, every single time Travis catches the ball, it's with his body. No, that was one time in practice on a very slowly, no zip thrown over the middle, deep in, crossing route, dig, whatever you want to call it. Okay, he caught with his chest, whatever. It's a possession catch in the middle of the field on a slowly thrown ball with no gloves. It is what it is.
Can you put up Robert's comment there when you get a second?
Yeah, let me get that up there.
Because that just proves right there that I'm not the only one that felt that way. Mm-hmm. So, I remember I was watching some of the clips on X or clip excerpts from X, because I don't personally use X, but I'm watching some of the clips that have been posted on X and the Instagram through the team and other social medias and stuff like that. They look slower. They really do. None of the clips you've seen us post were edited to be anything other than what they are. That's raw footage. I can shit you not, pulled the camera out and recorded everything exactly the way it was, sent them straight to Isaiah, had them uploaded while I was still in the seat. No editing. That is what it is. And I also want to say there's a comment too. I can't remember your name. And unfortunately, because there are so many comments, this is a new thing for us. There's so many comments. I'm not going to go try to find it. There was a comment that said, why you got to post him slipping on this route? Because we're going to post it real, man. We're going to post everything. We're not just going to show you the good. We're going to show you the good, bad, and the ugly. We're Third and Teal, a Jaguars podcast. We're not a Jaguars hype team. We love the Jaguars, and we want to be hype all the time. But we're going
Mhm.
to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we're not just going to throw clips away because they don't look good.
There you
We're going
go.
to tell you this is what we found, this is what we saw, and this
Mm,
is what we got as a team.
right.
Because
Period.
how can we sit here and tell you the team looks good, the team looks this, the team looks this, if we just threw away 5 clips of them actually going straight trash?
Whoops.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You're right,
And
Robert. He did. He's a dog. He's a dog.
I had something to say and I forgot. Oh, speaking since you were there, Trevor, tell me how were the fans reacting? Did you they seem like they had a new tightness to them, or just okay? Let's go and see the new guy,
Ugly
but we know it's the same old
fucker.
thing.
Well, I'll be honest. So a lot of the fans, I think, were underwhelmed because I don't think a lot of the fans understood that this was rookie minicamp only.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they understood that the whole roster wouldn't be there. But that being said, though, they were still getting excited to see Travis move. They still got loud, cheered for him, cheered for Jack Kaiser. They cheered for Caleb Ransaw, YM Millam, everybody. They were cheering. I want to say this too, though, man. I fucking love Gladstone and Baselli. Love them.
Okay,
They were outside the entirety of the time those guys were on the field.
that's cool.
They were watching and game planning the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the practice completed, they went inside and everyone was like, oh, well, there they go. Wrong. They came out onto the field to get personal feedback from the players.
Now that's cool.
Love it. I
Yes,
fucking love it.
that's very cool.
And
Oh,
you're right, bro. Kaiser is going to be an absolute fucking menace.
okay.
Like, dude, seeing him move, I couldn't get a whole lot of clips on him because of the awkward positioning on the field they were in. But that guy's fast around the edge. Like, holy shit, he's fast. And
That's
oh
good.
man, his reaction's quick. But also, Isaiah, you want to drop the banner so they can see it?
Yeah, I am.
Sweet.
No.
Shout out to our boy Isaiah. He's put in a lot of hard work and editing on these two. We've obviously rebranded, as you guys can see. We're still third and Teal. We got a new logo now. Let us
Yeah.
know in the comments what you think, man. Give us a shout. Give us some feedback. And there is the new logo for this AFC South show. Isaiah, you want to kind of give them a walkthrough, kind of what you did, or just
Didn't mean to go just
there
to
it
me.
is?
I'm not that important. Yeah, I mean, I just, me and AI had a little fun, and it made graphics, and I edited them in my iPad and colored them and did some things, and now we got new logos. And there's some AFC South show got a new one. Unstable will be getting a new one probably in the next week or so from me as well. And we're trying to look a little more professional and give y'all something you'll want to buy if we make some merch,
Oh, we making merch.
Oh, I
already
know.
in
We are
works.
making merch. Oh, yeah. Well, Eric, go ahead. Drop the news
Yeah.
on them, man, because you're the man putting in the legwork on it.
All right,
Drop
hey
the
y'all,
news on it.
we finna have some t-shirts ready for you within probably the next 2 weeks. So hey, get with us and we'll let you know the prices thing. We're gonna have some hats eventually, working to get some hats done for those of you who love to wear hats on your head. But yeah, hey, we finna get some t-shirts out, man. And yeah, it's gonna be we working. Just
Speaking of
because y'all
hats,
sometimes we're working.
what y'all boys think?
That's nice.
nice,
I
yeah.
like that. Yeah, that is
Pick
nice.
that up. Pick that up that Saturday.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this one I'm gonna say miss me with that bullshit, and I'm naming you by name because you just dropped the comment 48 seconds ago.
Uh-oh.
Real Street Music said, "Bro, catch like he's still in middle school. This is the NFL, bro. Nobody catches allowed. Somebody give him the water boy job. Next time, you should spell check yourself because you misspelled I don't know ball. That's crazy."
Well,
But
sometimes
shout out to whoever subscribed ever since, like literally since the start of the live. We've
show.
already gained another subscriber just
Okay.
since
Hey,
been
look,
chilling here
look.
with you boys.
Let's go on and say it like it is. Ignorance is gonna be ignorance. So
Well, I mean,
so you just let it be what it is.
it as the wise Chris Breezy once said, "How are you going to hate from your side of from our side of the club? You can't even get in.
You can't even get in.
Like you couldn't even draft
Right.
him. So that's why you're so mad. You all wanted him. That's what it is. It had nothing to do with oh, he's bad at football now. Travis Hunter's not all of a sudden bad at football. Y'all are just all mad he's not on your team. That's all it is.
Taylor to say shirt.
Can we bring the logo back up, man? That shit looks so good.
Yeah,
that shit looks so good.
Hold on, I made a. Did it upload? It did. I'm gonna play this one over here. Hold on.
Oh, we got the time lapse, huh?
Yeah, that's nasty right there. I like that.
Let me see if I can.
Hell yeah!
I'll pop this one back up. What? Damn it! But
We got Titans Table 2 asking for a doctoring of their logo.
I saw. Let me edit this one real quick. Hold on.
I want to say too, guys. So obviously, I'm sure as the fans know, the best we can do, like the most we can do right now, is post clips, get hyped, speculate. But one thing I want to say, LaQuinton Jackson, he has quick feet, extremely quick feet. Like these are just like things that like I don't think are translating to camera so well, like as they really did in real life.
There you go, Isaiah. There you go.
Yeah. Now we on it.
I wanted to make us bigger, but that's fine. That works.
That logo is beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
And shout out to all the fans too at the practice that day that gave me some feedback on that. You guys got to see the logo first. Kind of took a little survey of the people there. But yeah, you guys got to see it first, so appreciate all your feedback and the support we got on and off the rip.
Yes, we do. We do appreciate that greatly.
Absolutely.
All right, gentlemen, let's go and get into this show. Get into the meat of the show. Schedule came out.
Yeah.
Once again, the front side is loaded a little bit. But I don't.
Yeah, they love doing that to us, man.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as daunting as I said last year's was. I really don't believe that. There's some very.
What's up, Cedric?
Cedric in the house. There's some very winnable games in the front. A few of the teams that were considered juggernauts are no longer, that's scary, really. So I
Mr.
think
Producer Man, could you bring up the schedule for anybody that may not know the front end of the schedule?
Oh, okay. Because I was going to read it out to them. Week 1.
I was just going to have them be a thing so they can read it and we can talk about the game as we go.
There you go. And that is why we are where we are and who we are. Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the picture?
But yeah. I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Something tells me we're going to wake up tomorrow and be at 400, boys. I don't know why. I can feel it.
I'm telling you, because we put the work in, baby. We do what we do. And that's always
we definitely do.
Thing.
We do be doing it. The thing we be thinking. Hey, man, that's why we love you, Cedric.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. We really do. We really do. Mr. Producer Man, what's going on?
I got it.
Okay.
It took me a minute to find like a complete one. They were all like split up.
Oh, yeah. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Eric.
Here we go. Game 1, Carolina Panthers. Yeah.
I'd say it's a dub. It's a dub. 100%.
Yeah. Even though they did upgrade a little bit, I don't think it should be a problem. Then we got to go to Cincinnati. And I would say that's a dub. I am.
I think Cincinnati is a dub as long as our offense finds its legs like we're hoping it does.
Yeah. And then I wonder will we see Travis on Chase or Higgins?
He won't. He can't be on Chase. Honestly, I don't think he can be. I don't think he can be a DB1 trying to play both ways. So I don't think that's.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's feasible for his success.
Right.
But because in Cincinnati, when you look at the Cincinnati team, okay, they couldn't stop a nosebleed, but they're going to score 50 points. So, you know what I mean? Like, what? Yeah, you really got to be on it when you go to Cincinnati, especially from the defensive standpoint, and your offense better be able to move some because their defense is terrible. But if if you can't score, you're going to lose because they're a shootout team. However, Travis Hunter, I think for his success, he's got to play wide receiver 2, DB 2. I don't think he needs to try to be the one. He's not obviously not going to be wide receiver 1. We know that. But I
Right.
don't think he needs to try to be the one. I don't think you need to try to part-time be a DB in this league and then cover a Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson or an AJ Brown. Like, I don't think we need to do that to him. I think that's just setting him up for misery.
I would agree
So
with
I don't
you.
know what you guys think. But and then
I agree. That
also
makes sense.
Cedric's comment. You're 100% right, Cedric. I think he hit the nail on the head. I think Travis loves it where he's at.
Yep. Okay. Then the third game, Houston in
That's a dub.
Jacksonville. In
I don't
Jacksonville.
care.
That you don't care? That's the dub.
I don't
It
care.
should be. It should be a good game though.
Yep.
And I am planning to be in Jacksonville for that game. So just letting y'all know ahead of time. Okay. And then after Houston, we go to San Francisco. They'll play the 49ers. And honestly, I say that's a dub. That's gonna be a dub. The 49ers are just in disarray right now. They let so many people walk from their team that were actual starters and produce. Yeah. Even though Brock Purdy just got paid $265 million over 5
Realistically,
years. So
realistically, I think that game could go either way.
well, I feel that way. That's why I'm saying we gonna win. Toss ups, home team. I mean, we win. So
I like it. I like it.
that's the way I'm looking at it. And the big one that everybody's gonna be looking forward to Monday night, October the 6th, the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes,
taking
comes
L
to
there.
Jacksonville.
We're
I don't
gonna
think
lose
so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't know. I think if we're on a roll, if we're on a hot streak, maybe. But
Kansas City is one of those teams that
they just find ways to win, man.
yeah,
They do.
but
They just find them.
they're getting older now. Also, they're an older team now. They're not that young, fresh team that was okay. I give it. As long as you got Patrick Mahomes, there's always a chance, right?
That's really my thing. And then not only that, but like
if our defense shows up like we're hoping with these new changes, I think it wouldn't be. I think we can take that game, and we need to win a game on prime time. Hell,
yep. Well, see, I've been saying this all week. I've been having debates all week long. Okay, where guys are saying that we're pretty far away from being a playoff team, like a contender, and I'm like,
can't say that.
No, we lost 9 games by 1 score or less,
13.
and not only that, most are. Was it 13?
Yes,
really 13 in total.
13.
Okay,
yeah.
Well then, yeah. So 13 of our dude, that's insanity. It comes down to incompetent coaching and scheme issues. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you put a competent coaching staff on with this roster, there really is a high turnover. And then, like the point they made was they were like, "Well, where were you at the year before?" I was like 8-2 before Lawrence went down.
True that.
That's where we were at. Let's talk about that. So this team is not as far out as people would like to make it out to be, and I know our record isn't exactly showing of that, but no. And you know what, Cedric, you're absolutely right. Can we put that on the screen? Because I fucked with that. That's probably my favorite comment so far.
No, Texas getting that ass whipped this year. Trevor not playing this season. He wants revenge. Good.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got another subscriber, by the way, guys, and we got a new comment.
Okay. What's the comment?
Comment says, it's a practice rep. In May, he's got plenty of time, and in my opinion, I think they're trying to wide receiver first because where he needs some fine-tuning. Most are where this route running needs work. Any good DB would have picked this pass off, not because of the throw, but his lack of speed out of the route would be an issue. Good DBs with closing speed jump that route, and he stumbles out of the break. So he's showing good ball knowledge there. I think he's understanding and recognizing that it's May and it's a practice rep, but he's also being real that he understands that some of the route work we knew it was going to need work, like his route running. We knew his route running was not the best.
Correct.
We knew that. But the fact that he's dynamic in yards after the catch is what makes him such a threat at wide receiver. And his ball skills. He has elite ball skills. Like, he can go get the ball in any way his body can contort. He will go get it.
Hey,
so,
good comment. Shout out to
I just wanted to shout that out. That was a good one. We'll shout him out real quick. Josh Romero.
Okay, Josh.
Josh Romero Bergen.
All right, Josh.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you.
Shout out.
Thanks for the comment. I'm going to assume you're probably the new sub because that timing's just too coincidental. So just in case, appreciate that as well, man. Thank you.
All right, so Kansas City. I say we get them. Next up, Seattle Seahawks, which I have no idea, man. That's a toss up because you don't know what the hell Seahawks.
I think we take them. I mean,
Well,
who's
that's
I
right.
think we take the Seahawks.
they got
That's-
rid of
They got Sam
everybody.
Darnold. Yeah, they got Sam
They
Darnold.
got
quarterback.
well, they got Sam Darnold, but they got rid of DK. They got rid of Lockett. They got rid of they got rid of somebody else. But I mean, they just I don't know really anybody on their defense really either.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just
If I'm being completely honest, I think we drop Kansas City and I think we drop Los Angeles. I don't think we drop the Seahawks.
no. I think we're beating Los Angeles.
You think so?
Rams?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
London? Yeah.
Well, because Sean McVay knows everything to know about Liam Cohen and what he likes to do, and Sean
Yeah.
McVay knows just about everything about Gladstone, which
But
Gladstone's not making the scheme.
that same argument can be used for Cohen and Glass. I mean, for Cohen also.
No, he's going to have to earn that, honestly, because this is Sean McVay. Sean McVay is on another level. Like, I'm not saying that it can't be done, and I do think that he's capable. But if now we can revisit, I think we should revisit this one after week 4.
After week 4, okay.
We'll see how we look after, or even after week 5. I think we revisit this after we take on the Chiefs, because then we'll know by then what the identity of this team is, and we'll know if they got the grit, and we'll know if he's got the determination or not.
Okay, that'll work. Of course, that game against the Rams is in Wembley Stadium across the pond. So yeah. Then we got a bye week, which I think is always it's a good time for the bye. Because people don't.
I liked our bye week placement. Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't know how bad jet lag is. I don't know what Peterson was thinking. Let's take the bye later. You come back and then you play 2 more games. Your body still hasn't adjusted to the time changes.
And we got hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So
we got destroyed by injuries.
Yes.
So move on to Las Vegas Raiders. We still take them. Don't care. I don't give a shit that you got Genty, and I don't give a shit that you got Bowers, because that's all you got.
Let's see. Then we got Houston again. Them regular ass Texans. Yeah, we take that. Then the Chargers, which
that's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a really good team.
I think we beat the Chargers.
I do too, but man, I know we beat. Well, how about this? This is going to be the easier thing, because we know in our hearts that we have the team to beat anybody on this roster or this schedule. Right. Realistically, we have the team. Now, if we're being brutally honest and expecting some hiccups, I think hiccup number 1, Kansas City Chiefs, potentially the Bengals, just because you can never count out Joe Burrow. I don't care what anybody says. I think Joe Burrow was the MVP of the league last year. That may be a hot take for some people, but I mean, if you just look at statistics, they were a fringe playoff team with no fucking defense. I mean, Joe Burrow was fucking him. And I'm not saying that our defensive scheme won't make us better, but you can't change the fact that, Devin Lloyd has no idea what the fuck is going on. And hopefully our secondary looks a lot better. I think the additions will make us better, but I'm just hoping that they're enough to we needed a complete 180 as far as the secondary was concerned. And I hope that we got that. I really do. So honestly, it's like we said in the preseason, though, or the off season. We are so unpredictable right now that it's not even funny. It's just, man.
That's what I was about to mention. When you think about last year's defense, a lot of it was schemed, the way it was schemed and set up, which was confusing to the players. Hell, and I don't think that type of system is going to be run with this new regime, this new coaching staff. So with that being said, I foresee our defense being a hell of a lot better all the way around. Even Devin Lloyd is going, because I think they're going to use Devin Lloyd maybe first and second down and bring in Kaiser for third. If he produces during the training camp.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. I think Kaiser's going to take a starting spot, bro. That guy, eventually. I don't know if he's going to have it by then, but man, that guy's he's a beast.
But you forget you still got what's our boy name?
Ventrell.
Yeah, Ventrell Miller. Yeah.
No, I mean I think Kaiser's probably a year or 2 out. I think he's going to take a spot whenever Luakon leaves, but. Lloyd, I mean, the hard part about Lloyd is he's one of the best run stopping linebackers in the league. I mean, there's no doubt in that. And he pass rushes pretty well too. It's just coverage. And honestly, with a better scheme and a better coaching staff, at least we're hoping, I don't think we're going to have many complaints out of Devin Lloyd, just like 2 years ago whenever he was going crazy. I think they're going to simplify it for him. I think Devin Lloyd has all the tools to be a great player in the NFL, especially as a run-stopping, pass-rushing linebacker. I think we're probably going to see him rush the passer, 4 or 5 times a game at least. But I don't think that Devin Lloyd is a guy you should be playing in coverage 4 downs every drive.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I'll name the teams that I know will give us a problem, and whether we win or not, I think we could win them all, but we could also drop all of these games. I think the Bengals could give us a problem.
Okay.
I think the 49ers, I do still think they could give us a problem.
Agreed.
Fred Warner cannot be denied.
Of course.
The Kansas City Chiefs could give us a problem.
Without saying
the Los Angeles Rams are one of the most well put together teams in the NFL. There's only a couple teams that are more well built than them.
Okay.
The Chargers are a good team, but I don't think they give us much of an issue. The Broncos could give us a problem.
Now
The Broncos are
right
a tough, very gritty team.
I think once we clear the Rams, the Broncos are really the only team I'm worried about on the back end. Now the Chargers, I mean, they have the firepower now, and their line is definitely better in front of Herbert, but their defense just doesn't really inspire any confidence. I mean, they let Asante Samuel Jr. go.
Because I found out some stuff about that today.
Oh yeah,
so Asante just had neck surgery.
Oh,
that's why nobody's touching him. I wanted us to go get him, and then I was like, man, he's not even signed with anybody. Like, what's going on? He had neck surgery. They're worried he's not going to come back the same.
And he's undersized too. He's only 5'10". So like, you get a neck surgery, you can't jump or reach up like you could. That's bad.
Yeah,
but
Denver, I agree with you, Trevor. Denver on the bottom half, I think Denver will give us an issue because.
This may seem disrespectful too.
They play hard. What?
This may seem disrespectful to some of our counterparts in the CPN, but especially the Titans and Colts, I ain't worried about either one of them. Neither one of them at all. I'm not worried about them at all.
We didn't even mention them.
and honestly, the Texans, I think they're one of the most overrated teams in the NFL. So
I will say that historically they play us tough though. They're a team that always plays Jacksonville tough. No matter.
Always. Every AFC South team plays us tough as shit for no fucking reason. Like even if they're having a year where they're complete ass.
I mean, it's like a Florida State. It's like a Georgia, Florida, LSU, Alabama. Like even if one team seems like they should lose, that like it's going to be typically this going to be a good game. It's going to be knocked down, drag out. But I mean, Robert makes a good point there too. If Henderson's still sitting out and he's not playing by week 2, I mean that's a big blow for them. We might be running for 400 yards on them in that game.
Exactly. That's why I say it could go either way.
One thing about Kansas City that I think goes well for us this year, and I think people aren't thinking about as much, is with Eric Armstead. Now, this is, again, hypothetical, metaphorical lineup, whatever you want to call it. Eric Armstead and Mason Smith right next to each other on the interior with Josh and Trayvon and Ogba in the rotation. I don't think we have as fast of a front 7 as the Eagles off the edge necessarily. We're close, but they've got Nolan Smith and they had Hassan Reddick, who's not there anymore. But like, we have the potential to disrupt Patrick Mahomes like they did in that game, especially early because they're going to have a young rookie tackle. They still have Jawan the Bum Taylor over there, so like there's a very good chance that we could disrupt Patrick Mahomes.
Flag on the play, Jawan Taylor just false started right now, guys.
Yeah. and especially with Smith, I mean. If he gets that, he ended the season playing really well. If he can come in hot over a couple games, and by game 5, he's really coming into his own. We got Eric Armstead back in his natural habitat. Ogba's a solid third rusher. Jalen McLeod, if he can step up a little bit, the guy out of Auburn that we drafted. But Josh and Trayvon,
he looks fast too.
If they're eating, like I really do think we can disrupt him up front. And I think our secondary on the sides and the corner positions good enough to hang with their guys. I don't think they have any superstar wide receivers.
They don't.
But the safeties is what I'm worried about. That's the only thing is if that Xavier Worthy kid can get up over the middle. I think Ransaw's good, but Eric Murray I'm not so convinced on, but Ransaw's a rookie too. No. So there's going to be mistakes. That's
Ransaw is our hope there.
They're going to have to hit big plays on us. I don't think they're going to get anything between the tackles. And I don't think they're going to get a lot of short stuff, but they're going to hit a couple big plays like they always do because they're Kansas City. But
Agreed.
That is why it's important to let those listening tonight know that this is early, picking. So, we haven't seen any of the teams play.
No.
Just going with paper. It's paper predictions. Put it that way. Early paper predictions.
The way too early prediction. We're
right. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, really though, like, outside of Houston, the Chargers and the Broncos after the bye week, like there's a very real chance we could be, we could have 2, maybe 3 losses max in that window, if not none.
But another team on here that we're overlooking that usually plays us pretty hard, the Raiders. Believe it or not.
The Raiders play us very hard.
Yeah, the Raiders play us very tough.
I thought we've kicked their ass the last couple of times we played them.
No, they were tough as shit for us to put them down last year.
Yeah. Although we did have Mac Jones still.
Oh, that's right. They beat us 19-14 with Mac Jones and that terrible coaching staff.
Yeah. So they always play us. So we can't overlook them.
All honesty, we'll split with the Texans because that's just what we do.
That's what we do.
And we'll split with the Colts or we'll sweep them. We might
we're
sweep
gonna sweep the Colts. We're gonna sweep the Colts.
And
we're gonna
sweep the Titans.
Even though the Titans do play us pretty tough. Fuck the Titans. But we're gonna sweep them. Yeah.
You're right. Don't sleep on McLeod. Also, shout out to whoever subscribed just now. We got another one, guys. Appreciate it.
That's right. I agree, Cedric. CJ Fraud is not winning the division this year.
Yeah, McLeod. I like McLeod.
McLeod's a dog, man. And I will say, seeing him move through some of the drills Saturday, he's fast as shit too, man. Really good on his feet.
I think going through this, but the way the defensive scheme is going to play an important part in this season, I think.
That's exactly my point.
We already know what we have on offense. We know this, but it's the defensive side of the ball that right now is just up in the air because we just don't know at this moment. So
but
I think we will be a lot better this year than we were last year. I mean, we can't get any worse than last year. Let's really think about that, y'all. Yeah. We can't get any worse.
I mean, realistically, on this schedule, I think there's no way we don't win. Like, if we're going to be half as good as I think we're going to be, there's no way we don't come out of this season with at least 10 wins.
That's what I was saying today.
You got Carolina, Seattle are 2. I think we're guaranteed to win both of those games. Of course, there's no guarantees, but I think we are. Let's say we split with the Texans. That's 3. We got the Raiders. I think we beat them 4. We got Chargers. I think we beat them 5. Cardinals. I mean, they suck outside of like 2 players. That's 6. Sweep the Titans. That's 8. And sweep the Colts. That's 10. And I think we're beating the Jets. It makes 11. But I mean, I think realistically, anything less than 10 wins this season, it's not exactly what we're hoping for. But I think there's an easy chance we could win between 10 to 14 games this year.
Cedric just made a really good point about that game against the Raiders, though. BTJ would have went the fuck off.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, he was open by 40 yards on that one that Mac Jones underthrew him. Luckily, he underthrew him enough to where he could get to it. But, it's just, dude, I'm so excited for Camp Nile. Oh, God, I'm ready, man. He's going to bring the pressure. I'm excited.
I really haven't did any research on him, so I take y'all word for it. I will.
All I know is edge rushers flourish under him.
Oh, do they? See, that's a great thing.
Yep. Bradley Chubb had his best season under him. Quay Walker and another guy from the Packers had a great year under him last year. Like the dude is good. Or I guess that was 2 years ago, but yeah.
Okay. So looking at the schedule and comparing it to where we were last year, what would be an acceptable win-loss total?
I think 10-7 is like bare minimum with this schedule strength.
I think so too.
Okay. I was just wondering. Okay.
Apparently,
I think I'd actually like to see 11-6.
We have
because I think you're right about the Jets at the end.
I've seen anywhere from the 2nd to the 8th easiest schedule, somewhere in that range. Like we got a pretty easy schedule this year out. So I mean, we got the gauntlet when it first starts. Those first couple of games, we have a couple in there. But I mean, realistically, like it's 1, 2, 3. I mean, on paper, I don't think the Rams are really that good. They just play like they play very complete is the difference. They don't have superstars outside of Puka and a couple other guys. But I mean, like a couple of those defensive guys, but they play like really complete. But I mean, realistically, our hardest games are Kansas City, the Bengals, Houston. I mean, that's really our 3 hardest games, I would say.
Yeah. No, I still have to throw Denver in there. I'm sorry. I got to throw Denver in there because Denver is one of those teams, man. How can I put it? They were like the Tennessee Titans in 1999. No matter what you did, they just fought, and
What's up, Duval?
you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I think we have to put them. I think Denver is going to be a tough game. Not to say we won't win it, but it's going to be tough.
Denver's going to be a tough game, and we might actually lose it because they're just a gritty team, man.
It's in Denver in December. So yeah,
that is something too. It could be snowing. It could be super cold. That makes sense.
with a 4:05 p.m. kickoff. Yeah,
that's one thing too. What we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4:05 games, which is probably the most we've had in the last 5 or 6, 10, 20 years.
Right.
Like we always get
right.
we always get stuck in the 1 o'clock window.
Exactly.
But we actually have a couple 4 o'clocks. We got the prime. I mean, honestly, if we don't draft Travis Hunter, I don't see any way we get the prime time against Kansas City.
Oh, without a doubt.
No, we don't know. Actually, it's funny you say that. It was actually put out that it's explicitly because of, or exclusively because of Travis Hunter. Yeah. That is the NFL. They actually said that. Like that's why we got that. They
can't pay him, Duval. They done gave all their money away to their quarterback and 2 wide receivers. They can't pay anybody else.
They got a $360-something million connection just between Jamar and Judd.
Please explain that to me.
They're going to have to start paying them goober dollars over there.
Why would you do that as a GM? I know those superstars, but you need your defensive leader. The guy who's leading you in sacks and things. Why would you not pay this dude? It's not like he hasn't proven it on the field. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
but Bengals, you take your money and put it in 3 players. If any one of them get hurt this season, you paying he's collecting the free salary.
I'll tell you how, Duval. It's because Howie Roseman is one of the greatest GMs of all time.
Yeah, I mean, the Bengals have historically had a terribly run organization, though. Like they've gotten some good draft picks and they had some success a couple years ago going to the Super Bowl, but there's a reason they haven't gone back. It's because they're a poorly run organization. They don't know how to pay people. They draft some like high end superstars in the first couple rounds and then it falls off. They got to pay people. They can't pay their guys that are there because they pay too much to bring people in, or they pay too much on the offensive side of the ball because it's more sexy and it makes them more money. But I mean, you got to pay your defenders too. Like you can't, and that's one thing is like you can't just pay the offensive guys. As fun as that is and as cool as that seems, you got to pay everybody else.
You have to. It's called budgeting. But yeah,
you can't drop $500 million or over $250 million on 2 players. You got $500 million on 3.
Look. Prime case is San Francisco.
Yep.
They let all them players walk just to do what? Pay Purdy $265 million. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not talking trash about it because I know when Trevor got his, it was like, yeah. But my point is, if you paying one player all that money and you lacking, your football team is lacking, what is the purpose then? What is the purpose? I'm just saying. I mean, it makes no sense to me how they do this sometimes, And I'm glad even the last regime wasn't that stupid. I'm gonna call it like it wasn't that stupid to do something like that. But yeah, you just can't put all your money in 2 or 3 players and say, "That's Jerry Jones." That's Jerry Jones. He know. He in this. But anyway, back to Jaguar football. So that's our schedule, people. And as you can see, the front end is loaded like it was last year, but I don't believe it's as daunting as last year's. Even though we did give some favorable predictions for last year's first 5 games, and they made us eat a whole lot of crap. because they just didn't hold up like they're supposed to. But that's the schedule right now, and that was just looking at it on paper. Now, as training camp come, and after I think, like Trevor said, after the first 3-4 games, we go back and reevaluate the schedule and see, and it would be more realistic, I do believe, from observation of what we got going on. So that was it. That's it for my part, man. I'm good, man. Period. I know she was.
Period.
Yeah. So,
Shout out Worm. Happy birthday to Worm. Worm's birthday is Sunday.
All right,
Worm.
Happy birthday, Worm. Hang
Just
around
a couple days after me. Happy birthday.
I was just about to say, and happy belated birthday. I told him yesterday, obviously, but so everybody else in the chat, drop a happy birthday to Isaiah as well.
You know what's better than 24? 25. Oh, yeah.
Unk status.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
I was in Germany.
Happy birthday, Worm.
Yeah, my friend's little sister that we're real close, like family. She texted me yesterday and was like, she's like, happy birthday, Unk status achieved. And I'm like, you got to leave me alone. Like, I'm not that old.
Oh, yeah. Put the banner up one more time.
Uh-oh, which one? Oh, I know the one.
Oh, yeah. When we say put the banner up, you know which one we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Curtis, the big boss man. Yeah, don't put your hands up yet.
Uh-oh.
I am not old as dust, okay?
Oh, damn. No.
I just want to let you know I heard you. I couldn't respond right then. So I'm miss me with that bullshit, Curtis. I am not old as dust. All right, you can take the banner down now. Okay. Now, Trevor looked like Trevor had something he wanted to say under the banner.
No, man. No.
But check this out though. Just given this after the draft, how do you think the AFC South as a whole will perform this year? From what we've seen so far, because even last year we was hyped, like, yeah, finally AFC South gonna be able to show people they're not pushovers, we're not pushovers no more. Then all of a sudden, poof, it just went away. So
no, I think it's historically time. We're due for a year where at least two teams in the AFC South are good.
Okay, I can agree with that.
I think historically we're due for a season where two teams are good. I think that's us and the Texans. The Colts don't even know what fucking bum they're gonna wheel out there at quarterback. And the Titans, all they have is their quarterback. So
hey,
I agree. I agree. I love that, Cedric. Love it. And also, Duval, I can't believe you ain't never seen the banner, man. That's crazy.
I know, right?
I mean, my only thing with it is, like, I think there's a real possibility that the Colts could be fourth this year in the division. And the reason I say that is that I think there's so much uncertainty with their quarterback, and no matter which one they play, like, unless they put in some real work in the offseason and do that, I mean, I think that's just going to implode on itself, and it's going to lead to confidence issues. And, you know, if you wheel out Anthony Richardson out there in week 1, and then by week 3, Daniel Jones is playing, and then you try and wheel him back out there, like, it's just going to continue to sow doubts in him and his confidence and everything. And I think the Colts could implode on themselves. I think they got better as a team in the offseason. But I mean, the quarterback's the most important thing on the field. There's no doubt about that. There's no questions. If you don't have a quarterback that can not only deliver strikes when they need to, but also have the confidence to go out there and lead a team, you know, there's nothing that tells you you're not the leader of the team, like your team going out and signing another quarterback to a $15 million deal in the offseason to come in and push you.
I was just about to say that, man.
Oh, yeah, he's got glasses. He's fixed.
If you weren't committed to him, you should have just drafted somebody, man, or something. You should have drafted someone or went and got someone, because now all you've done is destroy what little bit of confidence he may have still had.
I think they're hoping for a bad year.
I think they're tanking for fucking. I know what they're. I think they're taking for the next Manning.
Because if they have a bad season, there's a chance Arch declares next year. Yeah, I mean, I would, you know, what I hate to see. I don't know that we've seen enough out of Arch for me to sit here and say that he's some sort of crazy prospect. We really haven't seen anything. I think it's Manning, and the fact that he's like, I mean, really that's it. But also he's more athletic. You know, he's got okay arm talent. We've seen him come in and throw some good balls, but like realistically, it's his last name. We're just hoping he's as good as them and he's more athletic. That's all it is. Like at the end of the day, we haven't actually seen him do anything. So like that's one thing is like as an NFL franchise, can you bank on him being as good as his dad and or his uncles or whatever? I don't know how they're all related. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But
yes, they're uncles.
But like, can you really bank on that, or like, do you just try? I mean, it's so hard to think why they would bring in Daniel Jones if they weren't trying to like just kind of sabotage themselves. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Robert said,
I don't know. No, I don't know if I'd say he wouldn't make it, man. I will say I think that what we've seen from him already as being a freshman, like a freshman as far as college play experience goes, no, he's not a freshman anymore. Obviously, I do know that, but like, I think what we have seen from him play wise, no, there's no guarantee he's going to be the next Peyton Manning, literally, but like, he has shown enough that he's good, and he's going to be a good talent.
The sample size isn't that great right now, so it's basically going like Isaiah said. It's basically because his last name is Manning. That's why he's getting so much of attention. So this year, if he wins the starting spot down in the University of Texas, then we'll get to see more and find out, because they do play in the SEC. So he's not going to be going against no Wyoming's and where he may, but not on a weekly basis. So we'll get a better sample size if he makes it through the season.
Well, Cedric, Peyton works for the Broncos. Peyton doesn't work for the Colts. So
Peyton does work for the Broncos.
Isn't Peyton involved in the Broncos organization? I'm pretty sure
he was. I don't know.
He may have been previously.
Yeah, but he's not going to the Broncos. They happy with both.
No. I know that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think Peyton really has any say in Indy because he left, and then he didn't really want anything to do with them because they kind of pushed him out. But
they didn't push; they threw him out.
Yeah, they pushed him out for a guy that almost didn't play as long as the guy they replaced him with. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. It's going to be, I don't know. Well, y'all got anything else for tonight?
Shout out to the 3 people that subscribed just while we were on the show.
Outstanding.
We appreciate that. And how many people we got in the chat live right now? Let's see.
6, 3, 4, 5, 6, something.
Okay.
All right. So everybody that's watching live right now, send us to 7 of your friends. We need 7 subscribers to hit 400. Or hell, even if everybody sends us to one of your friends, just send us to one friend. Share this with somebody. Like, obviously, you guys drop comments. We appreciate that. We appreciate subscribes. We know you guys are all subscribed. We appreciate your support and everybody coming back. But share us to one friend, man. Share us to one friend. Maybe we hit that 400 mark by tomorrow. That'd be great. Hopefully, we push for 500. We're hoping to at least cross that this season. I think we'll do it. But
we'll be
monetized by week 6.
It's one more thing we got to do before we get out of here.
Okay.
This is for Isaiah and Worm. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Worm.
Happy birthday
to you.
I feel you on that, Worm.
Okay.
I feel you on that. All right, well, we're going to get out of here. Thanks again, guys, as always, for coming in and hanging out with me on a great Thursday night, Friday night. It's Friday. It's not Thursday. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
But you guys were here. Y'all showed up in the comments. Thank you as always. Thank you for all the channel growth. Thank you for every single person that you've shared us with. And man, we really like this thing. Cedric, Robert, we're going to have to get one of y'all on here soon or something.
We need both of y'all.
But, we'll
everybody.
We'll talk business. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing. We're going to keep on doing our thing. We need about 1,700 more watch hours to monetize, or we need about 2.7 million more views. So I think we know the one that's going to be a little bit easier. We are about 107 subscribers away from that goal. We're really excited to kind of be able to bring this content. We don't want we want your money. No, we don't need y'all's money. We do this for the fun of it. We all came in from the beginning saying if we never make a dime off of this, we're doing what we were doing already for free, but in front of people. We really do enjoy doing this, and we thank y'all every day that we get the opportunity to, and we have the time for it.
Absolutely, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Peace.
Now we just fade out nice
Fade
and
out.
easy.